Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to F.E.A.R. Let's continue. So the last level was kind of like a kiss-off level, in the sense that we ran into some enemies that had way better guns than any of the enemies we've run into up until this point. We have only 2 med kits, like right now, maybe 3, I can't really read it. We have only 2 grenades. We're in a section that's a lot like that tutorial starting section. In theory, we're getting... I mean, it seems like the game is just gonna throw more of that at me. We're trying to sneak into this underground facility that is under this city that was abandoned. It feels very much like we're only going to spend a few more minutes, maybe an hour, in the street level and in the city level, and then everything is going to just turn into being an underground facility that probably won't look too different from the American location office that... Alright, so she says over here. There we go. So, give him back, or get him back. I'm not sure what that said, really. But this really feels like something that should have been way earlier in the game. Here is Alma, just kind of appearing and then not appearing again. She's really not helping me. If the idea is that she was gonna take out some of these guys for me, or at least point me in specific directions where I might avoid just getting hit a lot. We can kind of tell by our health that there can't be too many more health upgrades. We're at like 185. So this car apparently backed up, although I don't know if that car actually moved or if we just saw a yeah, I don't know if the car actually moved or if we just heard the sounds of a car moving and decided, and it just was trying to pretend like the car moved. And certainly 15 years ago, you really couldn't have made a game that was like 5 hours long, which is really what this should have been. Like, had we only spent 1, maybe 2 levels in the American office, then this event probably would make a lot more sense. Seems like when you grenade people, you don't get guns. But there's some armor back here, so we'll take that. Now we're up to 4 health. Yeah, and I kind of just want this to be done, so I'm hoping that this is it. Let's see. Crouch. The last level also had a section where you had to jump. I don't have any kind of run and jump ability mapped to the controller, so I had to kind of cheat it to even get there. So this is kind of just a warehouse section, but the good news is our health is getting back up. Alright, well. So much for speculation about the car not really moving. I assume if one of the cars moved, the other car moved. But still kind of easy to Still kind of easy to take care of these guys. Hmm. Alright, that's no good. So 2 health there. Immediately used. And yeah, all of a sudden it starts to make a lot more sense that there are these other elements. So 3 to this gun, reload, and we're gonna have to use this in slow motion once we kind of get this lined up. This gun is taking too much time to target, and because of that I'm having a hard time shooting the guy. So yeah, not really a useful gun. I have this other grenade launcher gun, but that does kind of leave me with just this other gun in the middle time as far as what I want to use to take out normal guys. And I might as well use a health kit. We might as well come up here and grab some more armor and try to walk over as many guns as possible. Let's see. If I picked up this gun and then picked up this, I would only have, I think, slightly more bullets than that. I'm just gonna stick with what I have. Here's another section where we could have had creepiness occur. And we're kind of using the flashlight a lot. Yeah. If this is not an indication that we will be fighting something a lot more powerful. Like there's even armor there that I can't pick up. And this is some new gun. Like, what is this? Like, I really can't have 3 super powerful guns. And they've thrown yet another new gun at us. We're way too late in the game for this to be happening. And even they recognize here that I would be really low on health and would need all this assistance. And I assume we can't open this door. I assume we can't open this door. We're flipping back and forth between doors being useful and doors not being useful, which is a problem. Odd that the game would decide to save a checkpoint here, but I guess that is the right move because we are going to jump over the fence. Even have a bright stop sign. What's the point of adding fences to the entire game if you're going to then subvert that idea? I think I was supposed to probably run there. Thank you, game, for saving, but then also kind of F you, game, for doing something like that to me in the first place. So they just kind of wanted me to run down this way, and they're even giving me a free slowdown in time. And I'm still not really in a position where I want to just waste grenades. So let's take a moment to kind of work our way down here and then target some of these other guys a little bit better. Another health just on the wall. It's like they totally know that they screwed up. Like they're clearly having to throw a whole bunch of health kits in just to apologize for giving like too many enemies at a time. And in a way, this really is just evidence that this game falls apart. Its gameplay mechanic, its strategy does not work once you have larger numbers of people. The time slowdown ability isn't enough. Perhaps you could have fixed that somewhat by having the game switch over to twice as long time slowdown, or just have the game kind of secretly adjust its damage that it deals. Now I don't think we're ever getting over there, or if we are getting over here, we are taking the long way.
Compound is just ahead. Looks like the largest concentration of enemy forces is in that area.
So I'll just use a health kit and get up to 80. The health kits aren't becoming more useful either, so our increased maximum health is nice and all, but it doesn't really improve the situation as much as I would like it to. So big boss fight is coming, and one would hope that that would also involve some level of save state. This is different, a little construction yard. Can't say I hate the idea. But can I really jump in here? Yes, I can. Okay. So if we work our way through here, I'm hoping I'll get kind of a tactical advantage and not spend a lot of effort wandering around, which I think would have been the other thing that you would have had to do, is is wandering down, so we might actually have like a legitimate split in the paths here instead of the basic boring going left or going right. So press forward, W to melee, press mouse button 1, press A to jump. I don't know what that... Yeah, I don't know what this was supposed to be. Like... See, the only thing I could see is coming back here, or back here and to the side, and it still didn't seem like I could really do that. And there's not like a button to run. Is there a way to perhaps change my choice here and go in a different direction? Alright, this... Yeah. And it's not like there's even a button mapped to switch around and turn around and run. Right, so we go like this, I turn and I start running this way, and I just get hit. Alright. So, unless it's throw a grenade, I think I need to be right at the edge here, and then just throw a grenade, and then yeah, it seems like I am far to the side there. This feels like another kiss-off section. This feels like a just FU game. We didn't really finish the game. We didn't really know what to do, so we're going to like jump. Jumping doesn't work. It really does feel like it's just telling you you cannot win. You cannot beat this game because we programmed it. Let's look in the controllers. This is a great example of just a kiss off. Movement: forward, back, step left, turn left, side step, walk, crouch, lean left, toggle walk. Toggle walk is, let's just set this as something. Number pad 0. Okay. Back. If it's not in the movement, what would it be? Possibly. You can even holster your weapon. Some of these old games, seriously, like no reason for them to even have certain features. Whole bunch of stuff here. Maybe it makes sense in the multiplayer, but the multiplayer doesn't exist anymore. So 0. So there. I guess this is the whole thing, is that you were supposed to be able to run and hide and avoid that. Which also means, like, the entirety of this game up until this point, I should have been playing like this. That would have sped up and saved so much time. That would have been so nice to have just been running the whole time. Why did you start the game like this? Like, why would the game not be in run mode? But then I guess you do have to get back to the question about why would you let there be a run mode in a horror game? Like, this is a perfect example of you can't serve two masters. Like, you have one master here where you want a horror game, and one situation where you want a military first-person shooter. So, how much, if I was in run mode, how many bullets could I have dodged? Becomes the question. Like, how many, am I gonna get people's attention more because I'm running? Am I gonna make more noise? Does that really matter? It almost seems like you could jump up on one of these things and shoot out a window and jump out the window, but clearly they want you to go down this direction, back into kind of a warehouse location, where we could probably get some kind of spooky image at a saving checkpoint. It wouldn't have hurt if there was some kind of rats. I don't know, like gross monster rats or just a electronic. Like, if there were more mines, if there was some kind of drone mice type creature, something that was uniquely in these little sewer drains, that wouldn't be bad. Conveniently accidentally shot a barrel there. Yeah, anything that would kind of make you pay attention and keep your eyes on the ground would be kind of appreciated, so that this isn't just kind of a generic nothing of an experience. There we go. That's a nice little thing. Nice little explosion. There's totally not enough of that in the game. And I see a health increase here. And frankly, I think I could probably, with a bit of luck, just jump up here and grab it. Maybe the game's a little too cruel. Nope. No problem there. So do we want to go up? Or are we supposed to be going up, or what? See, I don't know if there was more of an underground path that you could take, or if this is the right way. Frankly, it does kind of feel like the paths are sometimes splitting more than I thought they would, based on kind of some of the previous experience we've had with the pathing. And the whole middle section of this game really does feel like it's levels created by a totally different team with a lot less focus, which would kind of make sense. Alright, now I'm in a terrible position. Do I want to use the electric gun, or do I want to use the grenade launcher? I guess I want to use the grenade launcher. It's clearly time to get rid of the grenade launcher. And can I jump up here? Not really. Sorry. New gun. See, I don't think this grenade launcher in particular is ever going to give me any more bullets. They're introducing guns that clearly they had just kind of designed for multiplayer only, and now that we're not doing multiplayer, they was just showing it off. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get up there. I'm up to 9 health kits, so may have finally gotten this set up in the way I want it. And this was where the... Alright, 10 health kits. We're kind of back to where we were. And down this way we go. We know it's an underground facility, so obviously going downward has to be the right move. Eventually. Doesn't mean that the game has to stick with any of that. A lot of this looks exactly like the facility we started in, honestly. So, I don't know if we're actually just going full circle. You definitely can feel why they would have had us run in a warehouse-like building before. They're spray painting. Somebody's spray painting. I don't know if it's the military people or not. But yeah. That would just let us here. And I guess this is just blocking us from exiting. So we're going this way. Another save. So I just turned off my... It would be cool if Alma had some kind of abilities to like mute the guys, make them deaf, or mute them. So sometimes she would just screw with you and make it more difficult, and sometimes she'd screw with you and help you. That could be several different ways you could work with a system like what they've evolved here. Like this guy is still not down. Yeah, since they had built some AI into all of this, the idea of almost screwing with the AI, making them going blind, making them be able to see through areas, it would be a real Left 4 Dead director, which is the program that turns up the heat or cools down the action on Left 4 Dead for the multiplayer. You could have introduced something like that. And Left 4 Dead I don't think was 15 years ago. I think it was closer to maybe 11 years when they introduced that idea. But certainly would better integrate the divergent experience that we're having, where Alma really is playing no role in the game at all. I'm at max health at 185, so I kind of feel like if I was to get any more health kits, I probably would If I was to get any more health upgrades, I'd probably only get like 5. See, this is an explosive barrel, so I need to be kind of careful. And that's an explosive thing too. This is not gonna work, so I'm gonna try to hit this guy multiple times. Multiple times in slow motion at point blank range. Yeah, and doing a lot of cycling around on the guns and having to use the number key. Remember, like, all of that is just me reaching over to the left on my keyboard and pressing number 1, 2, and 3. I guess the... Oh, wait, that's no good. He's just throwing the grenade at me. Apparently, he decided to throw a grenade and blew himself up. It probably wouldn't work for a creepy little girl ghost, but if there was some kind of creepy malevolent creature in a game like this that was just out for blood and chaos, that theme would work pretty well in a military first-person shooter. Just encouraging both sides to hurt each other as much as possible. Interesting, it took the health kit from under the box, and the box then just fell down directly without any real physics or any animation. This is that gun again. So apparently we are gonna have this. Guess I might as well take it. But we really are getting down to a point where the bullets of one gun are the only gun that matter. And I like this spear gun, it's just not the best to use. Particularly if you're not gonna get a headshot on them. Which, in all honesty, I'm not likely to get a headshot on these guys. I was playing this game on easy because I'm not that good of a shot. Because this is not my style of game, really. I have no problem with first-person shooters, but they tend to feel a lot like this, although this is a 15-year-old game, so this is kind of a bad comparison. But they tend to feel repetitive, they tend to feel boring. Creepy scene here, probably.
She's close now. Her presence is strong here.
Yeah. It seems like Fexton is kind of just all over the place. Like I don't even know if he really exists, or if he died at the very beginning of the game and I'm actually Fexton and I stole the soldiers. I mean, that could have happened easily. We saw a scene where we were playing as the main guy and then he hit us with a board and then we woke up. If at that point Fexton killed that guy that we were playing as and then put on his armor, and that's why our main character has not spoken at all. Like, that would make a lot of sense. I think this is bulletproof glass, so I think we're... And here we've got an elevator, which will probably be the end of this level. For a second there, I thought I was going down another hallway. And this is the grenade launching gun, which I'd have to consider. Do I want to take the grenade launching gun, or do I want to stick with what I've got? Probably do want to switch my main gun to a grenade launching gun, just because my only other choice would be to switch between this, and that's probably the better move. Then I guess the question goes down to this gun. This gun has only 15 shots, so a couple more grenade launching shots of 50 is probably better. Although we don't get any real statistics or any information, so we have no clue, really. And then they've got just a whole collection of different guns over here that you can use. And then there's a whole thing here that seems like it's nothing. Seriously, so we're not just going to stand here and go down, and Alma's not going to just magically have us go down? Apparently we need to turn on some kind of power. We are getting more sound effects, certainly. And here's like a secret panel door. Interesting. More sound effects when we're in walk mode. All of that just to run around here for Fextel. Just to be where he was. Like that matters in any way. We've seen this guy appear as a hallucination. So, patrol cars. Interesting. So they're approaching from the west. So we'll take... Nope, can't take the east. So unless Alma swoops in finally and saves the day, we've got one more big boss fight. And see, we've been going 40 minutes already. You definitely see that there are some parts here they want to be dark. But then they gave you a flashlight so you could counteract the darkness. Which in a horror game they probably shouldn't have done. Like if you just had to live with the light, the amounts of lighting the game decided you were going to have, instead of over brightening and exposing how low polygon half of this stuff is, and how the textures are not much of anything. They're not terrible. I've seen worse, but they're really not much of anything. Right. So am I supposed to jump over there? Alright, we see these guys again. Just wait until... Alright, I guess that was a little spooky, but more jump scare than anything else. He seems to since these guys can really only run up to me and attack me. What's funny is I'm at 185, I believe that's my maximum health. So even though he was attacking me and hurting me, he did not actually do any damage to me. That's weird. Now that we're running, our jumps all of a sudden become way further than they should be. Okay. Somebody just jumped right in front of me. I was basically just gonna run. Since these guys don't really hit me with anything, give me any bullets or anything. Was there really only one guy? I thought there was two. Well, whatever. Reload bullets and... There's a guy over here. It'll be interesting to see if he can actually die until when he's not on the ground. A lot of times they try to program him so they won't die and fall directly down and look awkward. There's gonna be a main problem here as far as bullets in a second. Yeah. And the music stopped and we have a door, which makes me think these guys can't even go through doors, which would be silly. But it would be also an interesting twist. Oops. Just save as I'm twisting around. That would be kind of funny if they couldn't open doors.
We can't stop it. Where'd that fucking thing come from?
Should we be trying to kill this? Or should we just let them fight each other? Well, this guy's attacking me now, so... Let's see how many shots we can hit with this and not blow ourselves up in the process. I'm just unloading on this guy, and that's one health kit down. Let's go ahead and reload and see if we can slow-mo these guys. Alright, 2 health kits extra. 2 more health kits. He's got the beat on me, so... There we go. So 15 shots left on the grenade launcher. I hope that was worth it. and that wasn't a total misuse of the grenade launcher, where it very well may have been. And we're back down to 5 health. So all those med kits that we ran into, all those little extra ones, helpful at the time, not so helpful now, because they need to be completely replenished. So we need to go through a area like this and find not 1 but 2 or 3 in each section of health kits. And before we go that way, let's just make sure we've looked everywhere else. Yeah, 2, 1 there, and some armor there. Armor's still pretty useless. Are we just going out that door? Yeah, we are. ATC, are these the same security guys from the company? Yes. So they have no business whatsoever for being at this facility. Like, right now. Oops. I'm somehow on fire. I don't know why I got on fire there, but that did invoke me using another health kit. Like, even if this is their property, legally speaking. Alright, now we've got a whole nother one of them. Alright. So our only hope now is that this gun can stay true and kill this in way fewer shots than remember, I can't really zoom in on this. Because if I zoom in, it will. So that was a better gun. We got that much down. But so they threw 2 of those at us, which probably indicates that we're not going to see any real like extra bad guy or new military style armored character. We're just going to see more of the same, which not really super surprised about that. We do have some more bullets. That's kind of it. Pendleton Machinery Company. There's some. Creepy sound effects. I have no idea what's making that creepy sound effect though, or what that's supposed to indicate.
Go check it out. This way!
So, for just a little bit of spice, they decided to have us shoot the security people again, which I guess is fine. But honestly, the whole system's backwards, because they're throwing these guys at us as if these are stronger characters. And yet they really didn't give them any more health or any more powerful weapons, at least on easy mode. So they aren't more of a challenge. Although they did seem to manage to take out a considerable amount of my health. Like, I am not in a good position. Right. So the question is, do we have enough rocket launchers to justify holding on to that? I think the answer is probably no. Was there anybody else that had a gun similar to this? Yeah. Oh, so it's a security camera that's making that loud noise. Gas wheel, see. Nope. No. No way to particularly stop the security camera from making noise. And here we have a panel for which we don't have a code or anything, so how did we just hack that open? I don't know. And let me ask this question: have there been secret things all along? Like full. So now I'm kind of in a nice position. It's like we've got all of these guns. I think I have kind of like the maximum of bullets in at least 2 of these guns. I could switch to what looks like a grenade launcher and a shotgun. I don't know if a grenade launcher isn't a bad idea. So let's think about this. No. It's not the grenade launcher, it's the bolt launcher. If the entirety of this game had secret passages throughout all the other levels and we just now are finding them, that would suck. That would really be awful. Let's see, we see a security camera. This level needs to end, it's been going too long. And yeah. Of all the mods that need to be added to this game to try to improve this and make this like a more modern game, I think the footsteps sound effect being removed would be an easy mod to add. I believe that crow sound in this section might be used in Condemned Criminal Origin. It's been so long since I played that game, and I am afraid now that if I went back and tried to play it, I would just find it hilariously old-fashioned and not scary at all. Not really good. Yeah. Let's hit that button and go back to walk mode. I would rather not play the rest of this game, which could be several hours, with sound effects of footsteps.
F.E.A.R. Medevac just got here. Glad to hear it. Thanks for the help. Wish I could have done more. Kick some ass.
Like, what was that? Why did I trigger the medevac, which just then took, I guess, the other 2 people that had been shot down in the helicopter? That door was supposed to open, it just wasn't. Interesting. Then here you have a light just swinging for no reason to be creepy. Nothing in there of importance. Feels almost like we're going up towards a helicopter spot. We're supposed to be going down towards a secret facility. Remember, game? Is this it? Seems like they wanted you to come over here and increase our reflexes. Since you're... well, increase our health in that way. So 190. I would believe that there's 2 more health upgrades to get up to 200%. And you have these hanging pieces of metal for what seems like no reason. Alright. And down we go in a hallucination. And it's now we're in a pool of blood. And I guess am I supposed to be swimming in the blood? I guess I am, yes. And there was a Alma like character there, but she kind of looked older. So we're going back to the classic, you're gonna see a hallucination. And that we're kind of just having the game glitch on us more than anything. And I don't think they want the flashlight on. So we get these little hisses in our intercom, which could be some kind of subliminal encoded message. Like, I don't see anything. I just see fire. Like, and that was actual bullets we wasted, but I think you kind of have to do it. And this time for real. There aren't a lot of games when this came out that build around the concept of... there she is.
You out of there as soon as you got Wade and the girl. Get them back to base so I can debrief them in person.
Yeah, I've totally forgotten about Alice Wade and her father. There weren't too many games where the main character actively hallucinated, so some of this was a little bit groundbreaking when it was happening, but it really isn't much of anything. So, interval number 9 of 12, fingers crossed there's only 3 more levels, and that will be less than 3 more hours of the main story, and then that's all I'm really willing to play. Replica elite soldiers and American security forces have already entered the facility. Okay, ATC's motives are unknown, but their intentions are clearly hostile. Alice Wade has not been recovered. Mission primary objective are to secure Harlan and Alice Wade and to eliminate Paxton Fennel. It's been the exact same mission for the entire game. F.E.A.R. Point Man should attempt to gather intelligence on facility and American security objectives at the site. So let's hit a key and see if we get any dialogue or anything. Incursion. Like, even though we're doing alright, we're still not really doing great. Like, we still don't have enough health kits. We still are running out of bullets pretty quickly. There's definitely too much difficulty for a game that's being played on easy difficulty. It's just too much, and the game is way too long. Had this been, instead of interval 9, which is technically, I think, closer to level 12 or 14, had this been instead level 4 or 5, and this was a shorter 5 to 10 hour game, with the content that they've shown me, it should have been a 5 to 10 hour game, instead of them just repeating things and copying and pasting level designs and building designs. I would have been happier. you can make up for the fact that Alma really isn't playing any role in this story if you make the game a little bit shorter and she's just kind of the mystery around the outskirts. Uh, but she kind of needs to play more of a story. All of the characters do, of which there aren't very many. Like, we need way more backstory on American. We need way more backstory on Fexel. We need way more backstory on the replicants. And we've not really gotten any backstory on any of those characters, except for maybe a little bit about American and Project Origin, or whatever else the several different code names it seemed to be under. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.